So, on the subject of growth stocks, because that seems to be uh, a, a strength for me, and hopefully I can help make it a strength for you. Um, how did I come across the first one? I watched a lot of news. I was following um, not not really in-depth news. I was following YouTube videos. And if you bring up stocks, it sort of shows you what's being talked about, what's popular, where things might go, what things are new. Stocks that have a lot of potential but haven't hit yet. And they do get some chatter on YouTube. And you have to watch it. You have to watch a lot of them because everybody's going to have a different opinion, and some people are going to be way too optimistic, and then tell you, but like I'm talking 5 years. I'm like, we don't want 5 years. We want stuff that's on the cusp, and so far I've been doing a good job of picking those, right? So those guys that I have now, one of them may be reaching what I consider to be its value peak. We'll find out after. In early August, it's going to have um, its numbers come in, and we will see where I stand with that. Uh, it may take a year for it to double from where it is now. It went up a whole lot recently, and now if it doesn't do if it does what Palantir did, it'll just keep climbing a little bit every week, and you'll be like, "What is going on? What is going on?" And I will not. I will stay with it until either I feel badly or I think that it can't survive. Or we have an upcoming crash, which is being promised early in August, and that might ruin everything for a while. So we don't really know what the future holds, but the stock itself is doing great and is probably going to moving in an upward direction. The other two are just on the beginning of starting to make their money too, but these two companies are going to be taxiing people from rural or suburban areas into the airports. It's mostly going to be airport taxiing. It's not really going to be practical for them to be flying. They need places to land and for the people to deboard and whatever. So and they don't hold very many people. So it's going to be kind of a luxury, but if you need to get to the airport and it's kind of an emergency and you can't wait 90 minutes in traffic in New York or whatever, um, for $150, you're going to be able to get to the airport in 13 minutes or something like that. Um, what's next for me is uh, I, I I don't have a lot of money to work with. I needed to unload all my NWBO, which isn't going anywhere yet. I think it will, and I'm sure that's going to be a huge moneymaker because it's just an over-the-counter penny stock right now. But I liquidated it so I can use all of that. It's about $2,000 to get into something else that I want to use for swing trading. I've done it now uh, twice with SoundHound. The first time I put like I don't know whatever I had, I bought 70 shares and it made $200 and I got out and I waited for a while and I saw that it had fallen again, so I got back in and I got 80 shares and I made another $100 and I got out again and um, now what I want to do, I believe SoundHound is going to have some movement. I think theirs is slow moving until something astonishing happens. If McDonald's finally says, "Yes, we're using SoundHound for automated order taking," um, then Sandhound's going to start climbing a lot. But until something like that happens, I think it's a slow, steady climber. I was looking at it originally, bought into it at like $4, and you know, and it went up to 25 something when it was super. There was a whole lot of interest in AI for a second, and it skyrocketed along with all the others, and then it fell back down to $10 or something like that. Anyway, um, the one that I'm looking at is now BBAI. I think its time is finally coming. A couple of days ago, it started to move considerably from its $2 and $3 range into the $6 range, and then the $8 range, and then up above that 10, and then back down to 8, and that's where I'm buying in. Now, this is me 100% guessing, but I expect that this stock by next Christmas will be about $20. 16 to $20. That's what I think. BBAI. Big Bear Artificial Intelligence. They have contracts in the government, and they also offer ontology like the insidious and dangerous Palantir, but they aren't, as far as I know yet, doing anything horrible. So, and they're $8, and that's where Palantir was 2 years ago. So, uh, that's what I think is a good place to sit for a while. It might not be, $150 in 2 years, but I do believe it'll be $16 to $20 by the end of the year. Just a guess. I'm not an investment counselor. I'm not advising you on anything, but I highly recommend looking into that one in particular. There's others, but we can talk about those on the next time we talk about this.